Hello everyone, today I am here to discuss the important MCQs with detailed explanations for the general science topic. So general science topic is very important for the state PCS and especially for the WBCS because the toughest part is considered to be general science in WBCS exam and nowadays for the other exams as well. So for this reason I have brought the important MCQs which are probable to be asked in WBCS exam. So without further delay, let us begin the questions. The first question for today is a concave lens forms always an image which is B, virtual and erect. Okay, so virtual and erect will be formed by concave lens and this is the factor which is always. So you have to remember this point. This is a universal fact that the concave lens forms the virtual, erect and diminished image. So यहाँ पे एक point आपको याद रखना है कि virtual and real image में difference क्या है. So difference ये है कि real image form होता है by the actual meeting of the rays. For instance, if you see this light, ठीक है, so this ray is going inside the lens, and if this lens would have passed to the lens here and if the rays would have meet in the actual practice, okay, so that would have formed a real image. So real image is formed by actual meeting of the rays, okay, so actual meeting happens in the real image. But here you can see this is the ray of light which is passing through the lens, and this ray of light, this dotted line is only the virtual rays, okay, so the virtual meeting is taking place. So the virtual image is formed by the virtual meeting of the rays. So there is no actual meeting of the rays. For this reason, this is a virtual image. Okay, so you have to remember this point that the virtual image is formed by concave lens and that is always. So you have to remember this point, and the difference between convex and concave lens is also important. You have to know the difference. And convex lens, this is the convex lens, and convex lens is always bulging at the middle, okay, it is thicker at the middle. Concave lens is thinner at the middle, and the convex lens is converging lens, okay. So you have to know this fact that when the rays comes here inside the convex lens, the rays converge, okay, and the concave lens is diverging, so the rays are diverged from here and it produces mostly real images. So convex lens produces the real images, okay, and the concave lens produces the virtual images, and it is used to treat the hypermetropia, okay, and the concave lens is used to treat the myopia. So myopia is the phenomena where a person cannot see the near can see the near objects but cannot see the distant objects, okay. So this is also called nearsightedness. That means near objects can be seen but far away objects cannot be seen. But in hypermetropia, near objects cannot be seen, okay, and the far away objects can be seen. So this is an important point. So hypermetropia and myopia. So concave lens, generally the younger people wears this concave lens, okay. For instance, I'm wearing a lens which is a concave lens and because I cannot see the distant objects. But hypermetropia is worn by the older people because their eyeball shrinks with the age. The eyeball size of eyeball shrinks, so with the decrease in size of eyeball, the hypermetropia happens, okay. So you have to remember this point. And the next question is, which among the following is quicksilver? Answer is B, mercury, okay. So quicksilver is mercury, and it is known as quicksilver because of its mobility. So it is liquid at room temperature, okay, and it is used in older thermometers, fluorescent light bulbs and some electrical switches, ठीक है. So uses भी पूछा जाता है एग्जाम में, and ये important fact है. Which among the following is wood cellulose? ठीक है. So एक question था भी important again. So wood cellulose. The answer is, what is the answer? So you can comment in the comment section as well till we discuss the answer, ठीक है. So answer is A. Rayon is the wood cellulose, ठीक है, and the answer is A. Rayon is semi-synthetic fiber made from the regenerated cellulose. So this is very important point. And cellulose is natural raw material that is obtained from wood pulp, ठीक है. So wood से जो एक liquid निकलते हैं white color के, ठीक है, we prepare the rayon from that. Next important question is, which of the following is a large blood vessel that carries blood away from heart? and the answer is A, artery. ठीक है, so artery is the blood vessel that carries blood away from heart, and aorta, which is the large artery that carries blood away from heart, and they carry the oxygenated blood. So veins and arteries में difference आपको जानना है. Arteries, as we all know, carries blood back away from heart to the tissues of the body. So heart से जो blood लेके जाते हैं body के तरफ, उसको arteries कहते हैं हम. And veins are the blood vessels that carries the bloods from the cells and tissues to the heart. ठीक है, so that is the main point. And veins are usually found closer beneath the skin, and the arteries found deeper within the body. ठीक है, ये important point है. Whenever you get sick, your veins are touched. ठीक है, so vein के through हमको पता चलता है, because the veins are at the surface. ठीक है, and the point number 3, the difference is they are less muscular than arteries, and arteries are more muscular. ठीक है, so ये point एक important fact है, because the blood pressure in the arteries are more. ठीक है, when the blood is being pumped from heart, the blood pressure is more in arteries. So for that reason, the arteries have the muscular. ठीक है, so the muscular skin, and the collapse if blood flow stops. ठीक है, so with the blood flow, stoppage of blood flow, veins collapse, would generally remain open even if the blood flow stops. So this is an important point you have to remember. Next question is, which of the following is not a member of vitamin B complex? ठीक है, so this is again important question. विटामिन बी कॉम्प्लेक्स का बहुत सारा टाइप्स है, B1, थायमिन, राइबोफ्लाविन, नियासिन, ठीक है, पेंटाथोनिक एसिड एट्सेट्रा. सो आपको सभी टाइप्स याद रखना है, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, सभी एग्जाम्स में पूछा जाता है. सो তোমাদেরকে এই কোয়েশ্চেনটা গাতাতে হবে, you have to remember this question, you have to read this question. ठीक है, आंसर. सो which of the following is not a member of the vitamin B complex? So answer is pretty simple. Answer is ascorbic acid. So ascorbic acid is what? It is vitamin C. So vitamin C which we get from the citrus fruit. ठीक है, साइट्रस जितने भी खट्टे चीज़ होते हैं वहाँ से हम विटामिन सी मिलते हैं. ठीक है, सो दैट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. एंड सो यहाँ पे द एक्सप्लेनेशन इज दैट दी थायमिन इज व्हाट? विटामिन B1. ठीक है, एंड राइबोफ्लाविन इज विटामिन B2, एंड द फोलिक एसिड, ठीक है, फोलिक एसिड इज विटामिन B9. ठीक है, सो दीज आर द टाइप्स. सो यहाँ पे एग्जाम में ऐसे क्वेश्चन से पूछा जा सकता है आपको कि थायमिन इज विटामिन B1 और B2 और B3, मैच द फॉलोइंग टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, सो आपको कुछ पॉइंट्स याद रखना है. B1 इज थायमिन, B2 इज राइबोफ्लाविन. ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज इट? राइबोफ्लाविन. ठीक है, राइबोफ्लाविन. एंड विटामिन B3 इज व्हाट? इट इज नायासिन. ठीक है, नायासिन. सो दिस इज राइबोफ्लाविन. विटामिन B4 इज व्हाट? B5 is, there is no B4. B5 is pentatonic acid. Pentatonic acid. So यहाँ पे B4 नहीं है. You have to remember this point. There is no B4. ठीक है, B5, just remember that penta means 5. So B5 is pentatonic acid, and there is B6 which is the pyridoxine. ठीक है, so this is pyridoxine, and then there is B7 which is called biotin. ठीक है, so this is biotin, and there is B9 which is called folate, which is folic acid. ठीक है, so this is an important point. So these facts you have to remember. Next important question is, first census of India was conducted during the time of. So this question is not relevant, this is not related to science. And which of the following are the independent of mass during the projectile motion? So this question is from the projectile. ठीक है, so projectile means whenever you throw an object towards the sky. ठीक है, so the trajectory that it follows is called the projectile motion. So यहाँ पे बहुत सारा components रहता है, vertical component, horizontal component, etc. We'll discuss about that. ठीक है, so which of the following is independent of mass during the projectile motion? Answer is D, all of the above. So time of the flight, horizontal range, maximum height. ठीक है, so ये सभी जो factors है, they are independent of mass. मास में डिपेंड नहीं करता है. आप जितने भी बड़े ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे फेंको स्काई में, that will be completely independent of the time of flight, ठीक है, mass, ठीक है, that will not be dependent on the mass. You have to remember this point. So this is the explanation. The time of flight, horizontal range, and the maximum height of an object are independent of mass of an object, ठीक है. So दिस इज़ द फॉर्मूला फॉर टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, ठीक है. सो टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट की ये फॉर्मूला है, आपको एग्जाम में पूछा जाता होता है, ठीक है. एग्जाम में समटाइम्स इट इज़ गिवन इन द न्यूमेरिकल्स दैट द हाइट ऑफ मैक्सिमम हाइट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन इज समथिंग, ठीक है. फॉर इंस्टेंस इट इज़ 10, ठीक है. एंड जी एज वी ऑल नो दिस इज 9.8, ठीक है. सो फ्रॉम दिस यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. सो यू कैन ईजिली कैलकुलेट द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट फ्रॉम योर, ठीक है. So this is an important point. And you can calculate the height also from your h is this 1/2 gt square, ठीक है. So and horizontal component is u cos theta and vertical component is u sin theta. So from this you can calculate the time of flight, horizontal range, and the maximum height, ठीक है. So this type of question is asked. Projectile motion is important. Next important question is the bats can fly in dark because the answer is D. They generate the ultrasonic sound waves, ठीक है. So they generate the ultrasonic sound waves. So ultrasonic sound waves are the waves which travel at very high speed, and bats use the echolocation, ठीक है. So echolocation is an important term that you have to remember so far as the bats are concerned. So echolocation is basically locating objects based on the echo. So echolocation is used by bats, and they can trace the obstacle in the path by perceiving the echo of the ultrasonic sound emitted by them after they are deflected by the obstacle, ठीक है. So this is an important point. The term is echolocation. And the last important question for today is which of the following hormones is a steroid hormone? And the answer is A, estrogen, ठीक है. So estrogen is an steroid hormone. Estrogen is an steroid. So steroid hormone is produced by 3 endocrine organs which are the testes, ovaries, and adrenal cortex, ठीक है. You have to remember this point. So testis produces the testosterone, ovaries produces estrogen, and adrenal cortex produces the cortisol and aldosterone, ठीक है. So you have to remember this point. And the steroids are man-made version of chemicals known as the hormones, ठीक है, that are made naturally in the human body. Steroids are designed to act like these hormones to reduce the inflammation, ठीक है. So inflammation को reduce करने के लिए use किया जाता है, and it is produced naturally in the human body, ठीक है. So this is an important. And so testis produce करता है testosterone. This is also called the male hormone. And female में ovaries estrogen produce करता है. And adrenal cortex which is present in both the male and female in the kidneys, ठीक है, it produces cortisol and aldosterone. तो यहाँ पे आपको क्या कौन सी हार्मोन स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन है वो भी जानना है आपको, ठीक है. सो ये जो 4 हार्मोन्स यहाँ पे नाम दिया गया है वो भी आपको याद रखना है. दे आर दी स्टेरॉइड हार्मोन विच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड नेचुरली इन आवर बॉडी. सो दीज वर द इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस इन द पार्ट 1, ठीक है. विल मीट अगेन इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो. टिल देन टेक केयर, कीप वॉचिंग. थैंक यू.